That and go into it. Let's do a couple bars of that and go right into your solo. You're going to see the change. The swing on the ride cymbal almost picks the solo up. Gives it a different texture, different sound.
Oh yeah. A lot of times with drummers, they'll take a song, and this is what Joe was talking about before, about listening to where it goes. Songs have parts, and sometimes you want to play it straight through the same way. Sometimes you'll alter what you do. I know I do as a guitar player, depending on the part. You know, like a great commercial has a beginning, a middle, and an end, and it happens in a minute. You know, same thing with some of these songs that are 2 or 3 minutes long. They should have beginnings, middles, and ends, and solos should have beginnings, middles, and ends, because you want to take people somewhere. And on top of that, you're doing that against the rhythm section that's pumping it along, and that's where if it works right, the magic happens, and it can be the most simplistic thing in the world, but if it's done just right, it's magic.
It's great.
You know, Bo Diddley made a whole career on one chord. You know,
It's a feel, it's a human element to the whole thing.
yeah.
Yeah, take the couple measure of it and go into a solo.
Coming in on the 4.
Yeah, and then I'll play a straight, during this solo this time, I'll play a straight train beat. I'll stay on the train beat, and then we'll stop, we'll do it again, I'll swing on the ride cymbal. You're going to hear the difference. It kind of just lifts up the whole thing.
Okay, from the 4, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Now I'm going to swing it, and then I'm going to go back to the train beat. You hear the difference?
Swing!
Yeah,
1, 2, 1, in there. I come off the swing and go back to this. It kind of beefs up what he's doing. I'm almost kind of like a mirror. And what happens when I hear him do that, that makes me go to that? Because, you know...
Well, you stoke each other's fire. You know, that's what you do. Some guys, it all depends. Some guitar, the more I stoke you, you'll keep on going. You just keep on stoking a guy, you're putting it in, he'll take it up higher, down low, high, high again, down low. And that's what makes the band great, you know? Some guys, you just got to sit there. Much fun as playing paper clips.
The other thing too, being a guitar player, I mean, it's really a rhythmic instrument. You're hitting it, and you can hit it, you know, with the drums. That's why I always was, you know, ever since I was a kid, I always tuned in on drums and saxophone. Sax for the melody thing, and the drums for the feel of the rhythm. You know, and so when I'm playing, like, if I'm playing a funk thing, it's all rhythm. Chords are minimum. Like that. Whereas if I'm playing like a slow blues and it's melody, and I can feel, you know, that's like a different feel. But with rock and roll and swing stuff, you got to be really aware of how you play the guitar rhythmically. So if I'm playing, just do like Going to New York in A. Varying how I play the chords, because I'm just using basically straight 9ths and 6th. 6th chord, 9th chord, and 6/9 chord. So there's 3 variations of an A chord that I'm playing, but how you play it rhythmatically makes it sound, you know, different. So if I'm starting, I'm playing like this, I'm going. It's called accent notes. Against with the tempos. So I'm going. And then if I'm playing like, if I get into a more of a melodic thing, I try to, because now I'm mixing melody with the rhythm. If I'm going, and then I'll let a note carry for like maybe 4 beats, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then come back in on the one accented just before the two note, and then what they call the classic riff, you know. Like a 6/2 turnaround. There's different ways of doing turnarounds. That's a whole other seminar. But you know, you got to really be aware. And what I listen to, which enables me to go off on those different accents, the pulse. What I call the pulse. If I hear the bass and the drums go bum bum bum, well, that's the pulse. Now I can go in and out of that. The same thing with soloing. I'm starting to go off here, but like if I'm playing like. Let's just do the same thing, but I'm gonna do a little solo, and I'll try to demonstrate this. You know, listen to how the notes rhythmatically and melodically play against the rhythm. Okay, hopefully, you know, when you do it well, people get it. Hopefully, I get it.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. in order for me to feel all that, I'm listening to this. So there's that communication going on, and hopefully I'm inspiring them to want to keep that going, and everybody's paying attention and having a good time and all of that stuff. And that's what swing is. It's just about a good time.
And that was, we started off,
Right.
ended up with this.
Right, totally.
It just went there. It didn't even like.
Sometimes the music just wants to, it almost pulls itself, and it's just a
Yeah.
good thing happens.
Yeah.
The good players, you can, Sonny, especially on a lead, the good guitar players, you can feel him coming. I can almost predict what he's going to do. And you can start to set yourself up. And if Chris is on the same notes, which he is, you can set yourself up to really kick the band in the pants and bring it up a couple notches. You'll hear the band kick in.
Yeah.
And what Chris was saying before, the triplet thing, you know, sometimes Sonny's playing da-da-da-da-da, so I'm just... That's triplets. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Like that. And sometimes it even...
Those accents,
Yeah.
sometimes I'll hit them with them and go...
Right, you set the band, it's a whole setup, and sometimes it's doing... So again, triplets. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I'm just doing it between the bass. So the whole thing is really when listen closer, you can start to feel the setup in the music. You can feel it coming. The good ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can feel it coming.
And that's what I was talking about, that communication between understanding the language of the music. Like, if we were doing a rap thing, it would be a different language, you know? No, I'm serious, because, you know, it's here to stay, folks. You